Welcome to Glittershinenails. Featuring in this video is a new product that I've been test wearing for 2 weeks, and I'm going to show you how I've applied it to my natural nail. Bluesky have recently released their gum gel product, which is like the polygel system. I do want to say that before I get started, this is my way that I have found the easiest to apply. You may not agree with it, but this is my way, so I hope you enjoy. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you have the bell notification on, and please also like this video. These really help out my channel, thank you. I purchased mine from a UK authorised distributor for Bluesky called gelnailsuk, and I'll leave their eBay store and Facebook group links in the description box below. It's available in 4 colours: white, clearly pink, and then I've purchased the clear and pink. They are 60ml tubes and it is UV and LED curable, and it's also soakable as well. Now I have to say, I think the packaging is very sleek, and I've already used the clear, which I have worn for 2 weeks. I personally found that squeezing from the bottom helped me. I have grip circulation problems, and by doing this it really helped me and my hands weren't in pain. Now obviously, as I've already worked with the clear, it is actually a really nice product to work with. And this is the pink. They are sealed with these little silver tabs. Obviously I'd already removed this clear one, but this shows you how they would come fresh. The pink is a cover pink, and it really did not want to come out of the tube. Now, one thing I will say is the amount in the pink is totally different to the clear. In the pink there was way less than in the clear, and I'd already used that one. Now I don't know if this is normal or not, but I will say it is a really nice pink colour. So for the application, I'll be using my normal dehydrator and primer. Now Bluesky do have a primer. I actually don't get on with it. I actually lift more than normal with it. I'll be using the Bluesky base coat, and I'll be also using one of my gel stirrers to transfer the gel from the tube to the nail. I also just want to say at this point that I am actually allergic to acrylic, so I was excited to see how I could work with this. Now I personally didn't have any allergic reaction to this product, but I did make sure that after I had filed and buffed that I had thoroughly washed my hands. When I applied the clear to my right hand, I actually used my normal gel brush. Now it did work okay, but I just felt it didn't work as well. So when I was doing my left hand, I actually found that I had an acrylic brush. I don't know where this one came from. And I felt that the application was so much better. Now obviously everybody would get on it with it differently. So what I actually did was I went and purchased a new one for the gum gel. Now this is a size 8, and I will again leave the info for this brush in the description box, but it is so pretty. Now I'm just going to be doing overlays, but you could use nail forms to extend your nails, or you could use the jewel forms. Now I did purchase the jewel forms. I actually bought them from AliExpress, but I can't use these. My nail beds are too wide and these just do not fit me. Now Nao Nails has some brilliant videos on how to use jewel forms. They are really interesting to watch. I also have my isopropyl alcohol in my pump bottle, and I also have my brush cleaner so I can clean my brush after I've finished. For the gum gel, you can use isopropyl alcohol or your gel cleanser, as long as the ingredient states on the back that it's isopropyl alcohol, it will work. So I'm going to be using the pink on my thumb. I have already removed the clear that was previously on there, and I did also film it, and it is coming to my channel very soon. I'm also thinking of doing an overlay video if anybody's interested in seeing that. So this application is on natural nail as an overlay, and this is the first time I've used the pink. So I'll begin with my prep work. So I'll start by cleaning the nail with the isopropyl alcohol. I like my skin to be slightly wet when pushing the skin back. and then I'll take my cuticle tool and I'll just push the skin back. Now mine isn't bad because I do regularly keep on top of this, and I'm just very gently pushing it back. I'm not being forceful at all. I'll then turn the tool over to use the other end to scrape away the cuticle off of my nail bed, which is these white flakes you can see. If this isn't removed, it can cause lifting, and that is what we don't want. Prep work is the most important step. I do the prep work whether I'm doing overlays or a gel mani. I like to make sure that the nail is super clean with no debris or anything on it. I do use a phrase that no prep equals failed nail, and I have had that before. I'm going to be using my dusting brush to just dust away and get rid of all of the excess cuticle flakes, and then I'm going to re-clean again at the end. Now I don't really need to do this because obviously I've just removed the clear, but I'll next take the 180 grit file that I use, and I'm just going to take away the natural shine off the nail bed. Again, I'm not being forceful, I'm being extremely gentle. This helps the product adhere to the natural nail, and again I'll just brush away the dust and clean, and now I'm ready to start to apply. I have on hand also a small white pot, so if I use too much product I have somewhere to store it. When I use the clear, I use this pot quite a bit. I'll try and leave as many products I've used in this video in the description box as well. I think there's going to be quite a few though. So I've already applied 2 coats of the dehydrator, and I've allowed each layer to air dry before applying the next. And now I'm going to apply 2 coats of the primer, again allowing each layer to air dry before applying the next layer. Don't get any of the primer onto your skin, you only want it on the natural nail. So next I'm going to apply the base coat, which will be a very thin layer, and I'll cure that in my lamp for 30 seconds. Now my lamp is a Miropure 48 watt UV and LED, which I just love. Again, avoiding the skin. If I do accidentally get any on the skin, I will use my brush with the isopropyl alcohol and clean the area, and I'll also cap the free edge as well. Now that the first layer is cured, I'll repeat the process again and apply the second layer. I personally like to use 2 layers, but you can use 1 if that's what you're comfortable in using. Again, making sure I don't hit my skin, and that there's also a tiny gap between the base coat and the skin and sidewalls. It's sort of like a track all the way around the nail. And once that's cured, I'm then going to start to apply the gum gel. So this is what I was saying earlier about the different amounts in the tubes. The bottom one is the clear, and now I've done a full set with that tube, and the top one is the pink, and I haven't used that one. So I'm going to take my gel stirrer and I'll start to take out a bead of the gum gel, and then I'll just lay it onto the nail. I will say it's quite hard to know how much you're going to need for each nail at first. It's sort of a bit of a guessing game. I like to apply the gum gel to the middle of the nail, and I'll get my brush and get it wet with the isopropyl alcohol and just start to move the gum gel about. I like to flatten it slightly across the middle of the nail. This is where I want the bulk of the product to be, because this is where the apex for the strength and structure of the nail is going to be. I'll then use the brush to tap and pat the product into place, making sure that it's nice and sort of thin to medium on the sidewalls, cuticle and free edge area. You'll want your brush wet but not sopping wet, and you will know when you need more. The bristles will start to sort of flick out, and the product will also start to sort of stick up a little bit. For the cuticle area, I find that having the brush at a 30-degree angle to make it nice and flush to the natural nail, and you'll again want the tiny gap between the product and the skin. And when I come down the nail, I found that using the belly of the brush to tap and pull the product down the nail really did work really well. Now, I haven't used enough of the gum gel for this nail, but I'm still learning, and as I'm a gel tech, this for me will take quite a bit of practice. I'm so used to the Bluesky Builder Gel that I have used for over the last 18 months as overlays on myself. That's what I'm really used to, so this product feels a little bit on the alien side. I also found that it didn't slip and slide all over the place like gel does either, and you can play about with it for as long as you want before you cure it. If you're learning acrylic, this gum gel will be perfect for learning how to apply, because it's not curing until you put it into the lamp. Now, I've never done a video like this before, so please bear with me. You can also add extra product even before you've cured if you haven't applied enough, and it blends actually really well together. I wasn't sure if it was going to work. This is only the second time that I have worked with the gum gel, but I really do like it, and I could probably even say that I like it better than the Bluesky Builder Gel, and that says a lot. For me personally, I'm not sure this pink works with my skin tone. I'm not used to a full cover pink on myself, but it's a really nice cover pink though, and very easy to use. So now that I have finished patting and tapping it into place, I'm going to cure this in my lamp. For curing, in an UV it's 2 minutes and an LED is 60 seconds. So for my UV and LED lamp, I'll be curing this for the 60 seconds. So this is now fully cured, and there is a tacky layer that needs to be removed. I do like to wait about 10 seconds before wiping with the isopropyl alcohol. And when I do wipe, I like to give it a really good clean, and that includes underneath as well. And going round the cuticle and sidewalls, I like to use my nails to sort of go around them. And then once the tacky layer has been removed, this product actually goes matte, which I was really surprised at. Obviously I'm used to the nice shiny gel. Now onto filing, and I'm going to be using my 180 grit file, and I do my sidewalls first, and then I go along the free edge, and then I'm going to file all over the top of the nail. Now I will say I don't normally file like this. It's because I have very limited space for filming, and it's actually really quite hard to file on camera. It's the first time I've ever done it, and it's really strange. Now I have found that this product doesn't need a lot of filing, but every so often I will stop and run my nail over the top just to see if there's any lumps and bumps on the nail that I've missed. Now I don't use anything lower than a 180 grit file, and the gum gel files really nicely. I like to check it from all angles just to make sure that it all looks really good. Now the dust, I have to say, it's really quite different to the Builder Gel that I'm used to. It's almost like a icing sugar or powdered sugar sort of feel to it. And when I have finished filing, I'm going to use my dusting brush to just dust away all of that excess dust. So I'm now going to take my buffing block and buff all over the nail to get rid of all of the file lines, and I'm going to use this all over the nail. I like my nails to be super smooth. This helps me with my peel off base coat when I do my manis for my videos. And I'll then finish with a sponge buffer as well. I'll then take my lint wipe with my isopropyl alcohol and I'll clean the nail, and you're ready to do whatever you like, whether that's applying nail polish, gel polish, or even just a top coat. If you have any further questions that I haven't answered in this video, then please leave them in the comments section below, or head over to my Instagram page and message me on Instagram. I am always about and always ready to help with questions. Thank you for watching my application of this Bluesky Gum Gel. I know this is not the normal type of the videos I do. However, if you did enjoy it, then I would love it if you could give it a thumbs up, comment below, hit that subscribe button and share. And again, don't forget to come over and follow me on Instagram at glittershinenails. So until next time, happy stamping and bye.